Listen up, soldier. The battlefield's about to change. Team 17 has just announced the next chapter in the franchise, and it's not just a map update or even a new theater of war like the Pacific. Nope, it's Hell Let Loose, Vietnam. For the first time, Team 17 will train the open fields of Normandy for the dense jungles and deafening sound of helicopter blades. The year is 1965. U.S. forces clash with the North Vietnamese army in one of history's most unforgiving conflicts. Armed with historically accurate weapons, vehicles, and uniforms, you'll fight across jungles, coastlines, and rice fields, each designed with painstaking detail to immerse you in the uncertainty of war. At launch, you'll step onto 6 massive maps inspired by pivotal battles like Operation Starlight and Operation Piranha, unleashing 50 vs 50 chaos in large-scale tactical combat. And this is only the beginning. The war will expand with new maps already in development. Now, let's look to the skies for the newest vehicle getting introduced to the battlefield: helicopters. Yes, you've heard me correctly, we're getting choppers. Pilots and their crew will be able to deploy, extract, and supply troops via air support or hover into a hot LZ to drop off a squad or rain down fire support from above. If you're fighting as U.S. forces, helicopters are your ticket to mobility and survival. In contrast, while the Americans own the skies, the NVA own the ground beneath your feet. Player-built tunnel networks give the NVA the ability to slip behind lines, launch ambushes, and vanish just as quickly. It's an expanded version of the garrison system, but dirtier, deadlier, and much harder to predict. Victory for the NVA will depend on mastering the art of surprise. Think the fight stops at the tree line? Think again. Vietnam's rivers are their own battlefield as the U.S. patrol boats bring raw firepower to the waterways, while Vietnamese boats rely on stealth and knowledge of terrain. Whoever controls the rivers controls the battle. Hell Let Loose Vietnam isn't just a reskin. Absolutely not. It's a standalone game rebuilt on Unreal Engine 5. We can expect visual upgrades, smoother performance, and long-requested community features like expanded player roles, I'm thinking mortars, new commander abilities, a much-needed in-depth tutorial for first-timers, and I'm sure they've got plenty more surprises under their sleeve we just don't know about. And as far as Hell Let Loose Vietnam is concerned, it was rebuilt from the ground up, basically for a new era of warfare, a type of warfare that introduces a whole new style of fighting, packed with era-specific weapons, asymmetrical tactics, and unforgiving and brutal boots-on-the-ground chaos for which Hell Let Loose is known. Now, I know some of you are worried and probably thinking about, well, what about the original? What about Hell Let Loose? What about the game that I was an early backer for back in 2019? Am I still going to get support for this game? So I got good news for you. The team is dedicated to both titles. They have 90 developers on both titles, and that means more content, more improvements, no sacrifice. So both fronts of the war, past and present, moving forward together. Hell Let Loose Vietnam will drop sometime in 2026 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC, both on Steam and Epic Games Store. So, if you're excited about the future of Hell Let Loose, make sure you add this to your wish list and get ready, because the jungle awaits. And that'll wrap it up for my review of the official Hell Let Loose Vietnam trailer here on Esports Casting. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comments. Does Hell Let Loose Vietnam stack up to other titles that are coming out later this year or next? And as always, if you found this video interesting or helpful, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can catch future reviews, shoutcasts, and game analysis.